Nothing said in this video is financial advice. Hello everybody and welcome to the Investment Hunter channel. Today I've got on the screen the stock chart for Nostrum Oil and Gas, an oil and gas producer from Kazakhstan. If you've been watching previous videos, you know these are the kind of stocks that I'm looking to hunt down and invest in the long term, where we see these big price drops going at periods of consolidation where the price starts to level off and gain some stability before hopefully taking some movement to the upside in the long term of 1, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it may be. If we do a measure from today's price of 11 pence, or just there over 11 pence, going up to the previous high here on the eToro chart, we're looking at profit potential of 4,583%. I will put a position in to hold that. It may take, like say, 3, 4, 5 years to get that kind of potential, assuming everything goes in my favour. But I will be putting additional positions to take out around the 1,000% mark, 2,000% mark. So we're gaining some profits along the way. Zooming in the chart into a smaller time frame, I'm still on the daily. I've got approximately just over a year there on the screen, going from June 2020 right the way through the current time. Where we can see again, this is prolonged consolidation right the way throughout the year, where it's just virtually channeled right the way between this 7 pence and to the higher side 11 pence region. We had a sort of bull flag at the beginning of this period here in June, and here we are now coming into June again. We've got another bullish flag. However, the price hasn't actually continued to sort of form a flag formation, which is again starting to reconsolidate again. But that's still quite bullish to see that where we were just before that time in June. If we go back a little bit further, sort of March time, even just most recently, we can see that's actually an increase in price of 364%, which is quite bullish, you know, for anybody that's just say got into the Nostrum gas and oil stocks. If they've made just over 300% in that year, then you know that's really good profit. If you take a look at the financial side of things from Nostrum Oil and Gas, all that details and information are actually on either the eToro website, but there's a little more in-depth information into the 2020 annual statement from Nostrum. It's on their website. It goes into a lot of depth with regards to their current debt issues and their revenues, income streams, and their plan going forward for the rest of 2021, 2022 through 2023. Definitely worth a read. If you are considering investing, I'm not suggesting you should or shouldn't invest in Nostrum Oil and Gas. I'm doing this just purely for my own purposes. Nothing that I say or write is financial advice. But if you were interested and want to consider it, I highly recommend that you go to the website and have a look at the annual statement, because there's a lot of good information in there. Quickly moving over to trading view, where we can actually compare a couple of different oil companies alongside each other. So we've still got Nostrum Oil and Gas here in the middle of the chart. The blue line is actually Royal Dutch Shell, and the orange line is a company called Tethys, who are also in the oil and gas market. The idea of putting these on the screen side by side is to really assess over the longer term how have the oil companies been doing in the market as a collective. Over this period of time from 2014 through to 2015, you can see that all three companies actually lost share price over that time, although Tethys did take the bigger percentage drop because it's on a percentage scale, not a price scale. Going from 2015 through to 2017, Tethys continued to fall and start to consolidate in here, while actually Nostrum Gas and Oil actually made a recovery and started to follow the trend again alongside Shell. However, it was from 2017 to 2018, where Nostrum Gas and Oil did actually start its big share price fall, while Shell continued to rise higher, and while Tethys actually continued to consolidate, although with some little minor bits of volatility along the way there. Then we had 2018 to 2019. At that point, Royal Dutch Shell actually continued to fall in price along with Nostrum Gas and Oil, and it was actually this point in time where Tethys actually reached its bottom and started to actually make signs of recovery, right until the point of the international pandemic back in January 2020, when all this sort of business started to happen, where all markets actually started to crash and all shares started to lose price and confidence, all that kind of stuff because of the unknown. However, we can say actually Tethys and Royal Dutch Shell started to make actually quite a strong recovery alongside each other there. However, Nostrum Gas and Oil have actually started its consolidation period, just so to speak, how Tethys started to do some kind of consolidation over this longer term as well. Like I say, this went from what kind of 2016 right the way through 2018. So you've got the good side of 3 years there, 2 years there altogether, as to how long these consolidations can take before business will actually start to see signs of recovery in the share price. If that was the case, and using the same sort of logic, so to speak, alongside Nostrum Gas and Oil, well, it's actually already started to consolidate from January 2020, and we're now obviously in 2021. So could we start and see some kind of an uprise, just like Tethys did, come 2022, 2023? Who knows? Fingers crossed. However, what I do know is that obviously, as that share price does start to increase, every time it increases, the percentage of profits reduces. So for me personally, to put a small investment actually in Nostrum Gas and Oil wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing right now. So that's my take on Nostrum Gas and Oil. Who knows, maybe it'll bring some profits back to me in the future. Only time will obviously tell. Just one quick reminder is I've got the Investment Hunter Twitter page set up now where you can follow my tweets on my opinions on stock market and crypto market events. If you've enjoyed this video, please like this video, please subscribe, and please leave some comments in the comment section below. I'd really like to know what you think. Until the next time, happy investment hunting, and I'll see you in the next video.